Guys, I am so excited to be back and doing another bump date. It has been like 4 weeks since a bump date. Sorry about that. But you know, with the holidays and everything that we had going on with our house in Savannah that we had to take care of this past month, it's been absolutely crazy, and I just made the decision to dedicate my time to my family this past month and spending as much time as I could with James before he deployed. And something had to give somewhere, and bump dates was what gave this past month. And honestly, even though I've missed you guys so much and I'm so excited to be back and making videos, I'm glad that I had that time with my family before he left and all that stuff. So anyways though, I am here today to do my 27-week bump date. Okay, so 27 weeks. Today I'm actually 27 weeks, 2 days pregnant, and according to the Ovia app, baby is the size of a bunch of bananas, which is about 15 inches long and a little over 2 pounds. So this baby's getting big, and I can tell because I can really feel everything expanding. As far as symptoms go, the past couple weeks, I'm gonna pretty much just talk about the past couple weeks, but it's still all stuff that's true today at 27 weeks, 2 days. But the past month I have noticed a huge increase, or decrease I guess, in being able to breathe. I've definitely been very out of breath, like all the time. I feel like I run a marathon every time I go up and down the stairs, and I get so winded doing nothing, absolutely nothing. And I'm sure a lot of that is because I know I've been packing on the pounds the past couple weeks. I have pretty much let myself eat whatever I wanted over Christmas and everything else, and I can feel it everywhere. And so I really need to get my butt back into a routine of working out and doing stuff like that, because I've only worked out a couple times in the past month, and I think it's just hard on my body because I'm sure I've racked up the pounds the past month. Another thing that I've been experiencing the past couple weeks is having a hard time getting comfortable at night. And I know that that's super normal. Obviously, like when you get bigger, it's just harder to get comfortable and find a good position sleeping. And so I just toss and turn all night, but it takes me forever to turn over. I feel like a turtle stuck on my back. It's exciting, guys. Another thing that I'm experiencing now is waddling. I am totally doing the pregnancy waddle already, and I don't know if it's just because the extra weight and all that kind of stuff, but this baby to me feels like it's sitting really low. It reminds me of how I carried Jonathan more so than Ellie. And so I just feel like it's sitting so low down on my pelvis, and I'm waddling like a duck everywhere. One of the big things that I've had going on the past couple weeks, which has been really hard for me to kind of deal with in all sorts of ways, is how much more painful this pregnancy has been this time around when it comes to my legs, like my hips, my knees, my everything. And I know I say this in almost every video, but I do it because not everybody sees all my videos, or if you're a new subscriber or whatever, but I've had my hips replaced and I've had a lot of surgeries on my legs, and the disease that I have is essentially like really bad arthritis. And this pregnancy has just been so hard, and just so much harder on my body, I guess I should say. And so I've been in a lot more pain, and it's been hard because, you know, I have 2 little kids that I have to chase after all day, and Ellie doesn't walk a lot yet. She does walk, but she still is carried a lot. And so, you know, I'm carrying her in addition to all this stuff going on. So I'm just in a significant amount of pain some days, and it's just, I think it's hard for me to accept, because I know that it just means that my joints are getting worse and worse, which is part of what I have. It's a degenerative disease. It only gets worse, and the only way to really fix it is to replace joints and things like that. And so just noticing the difference in how I feel between Ellie's pregnancy and this pregnancy, it's just kind of an eye-opening thing for me that, okay, things are getting quite a bit worse, and this is hard on your body. And so it's just been something to deal with, but getting through it. And then I'm just trying to take breaks when I can take breaks, and give myself a little bit of grace with that. Like when they're napping, I'm trying to just relax and not push myself to like clean and be on my feet for hours while they're napping when it's pretty much my only downtime. And I'm just trying to navigate it. So that has been a big factor that's been difficult for me the past couple weeks. A new symptom that I really haven't had too much of yet is heartburn, but I have been having a lot of heartburn, more so the past 2 weeks, and it's pretty much just at night. And it doesn't even really seem to matter what I eat, because obviously I know that spicy stuff or acidic stuff or whatever can make it worse, but it just seems to be anything. So at night I am having quite a bit of heartburn. But if I just prop myself up a little bit, it's usually manageable. I've also noticed that I've been really emotional the past couple weeks, but I think it's just because we've had some big life changes the past couple weeks. And so much going on, but everything, whether it's happy or sad or whatever, I just cry. And I'm not normally a huge crier. I just, can't help myself. I have been really, really tired lately too. And I think that's mostly just because I'm not sleeping well at night, and it's carrying out throughout the day where I'm just exhausted. So I think my body is just trying to get me ready for not sleeping again. And it's doing a good job. I have still been super hungry, like always, but my cravings the past couple weeks have been Chipotle. I would eat Chipotle every day if I could, which I love. I actually had it for lunch today, it was so good. And chocolate of any sort. Just anything with chocolate in it, I want it, and it sounds amazing. Probably also why I'm getting bigger. I've also been feeling just the biggest movements now, and I think it's so funny when I sneeze or cough or something, it scares the baby and it's like, ugh. I mean, I know it's not funny to scare the baby, but it's just amazing that they can react to that sort of thing now. And, you know, all the elbows and the kicks and the headbutts, and this baby gets the hiccups all the time. Ellie did too, like all the time. But this baby is so low, like it feels like my girl business is hiccuping, and I'm like, it's bizarre. But it's just what happens sometimes when you have a really low sitting baby. Another thing the past couple weeks is that I think this pregnancy is really starting to set in, like we're gonna have a baby in a couple months. And I'm just getting so excited. Not that I wasn't excited, but I don't know, it's just becoming very real. And part of that I think is because we have a lot of the nursery done. And by done, I mean like the crib is up. We have the dressers and chair and all that kind of stuff in place, so it's really coming together. The only thing I have to do at this point is decorate and just get a couple things. We really don't need much for this baby, which is so nice. So there's not much we have to buy that we need for the baby, but more so just stuff to like decorate the nursery and stuff. So I can't wait to do a nursery reveal and tour for you guys, but it's still gonna be probably at least a month or so out before I have that ready, because I do have a lot to do decoration wise. But I'm so excited, it's coming together, and it's so different this time because, you know, since we don't know the sex of this baby, everything is very neutral colors. And if you guys remember Jonathan's nursery or Ellie's nursery, there's always been a lot of color, pops of color and pretty bright colors. So this is very different from what I'm used to doing, but I love it. I've had so much fun with it so far. So I'm excited to finish decorating it and getting everything ready. Luckily, before James left, he was able to do all the big stuff for me, like get the dressers up there and put the crib together and do all that kind of stuff and clear out, because the room we were using is a guest bedroom, so you had to clear all that stuff out. And but luckily we got that stuff done before he left, which takes so much off of me. So I'm so excited, everything's coming together. It's just becoming so real. I can't wait. As far as other things pregnancy related are going, I have my glucose test next week. I don't know, I should probably figure that out. I think it's sometime next week at the doctor's office, which, because I've been eating like crap lately, I'm kind of like, am I gonna fail it? Maybe, I don't know, hopefully not. But yes, I have the glucose test next week, so hopefully everything goes okay with that. And the other big thing, if you guys can put prayers or good vibes or whatever out into the universe for us, for baby to stay put until pretty much my C-section date, because James doesn't exactly know when he's gonna be home, but he said it's probably gonna be cutting it close. Like really close. That's what he's thinking at this time, but he doesn't really know, and I don't know. Like when he comes home, I know that it's different for different kinds of military wives and things like that, but I don't actually know he's coming home until he's already back in our country. So I don't get a big heads up. So I truly don't know. And I also don't know where he is either, because I know every time I say he's gone, people always want to know where he is, and I don't ask anymore because I don't like to hear about it on the news. I don't really want to know. I just know that, you know, if something crazy happens, they contact me. So, you know, I just pray that he's safe and all that kind of stuff. So don't know where he is or when he's coming back, but just pray for him to be safe and get home in time for this baby to be born. You know, I have a backup plan in case he's not, obviously, but you know, we would obviously love him here for something so important. So yes, good vibes, prayers, all that stuff out into the universe would be so appreciated. Anyway, guys, that is it for 27 weeks. I will go ahead and show you my 27-week bump. Alright guys, well that is it for 27 weeks and the past 4 weeks. Again, I'm so sorry for the absence from YouTube. I'm so excited to be back and making more videos for you guys though, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. If you are not already, please hit the red subscribe button down below and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.